Hey friends, welcome to China Coaching. Rob here. Firdous is going to tell her story of her virtual internship recently this summer in America and the important lessons she learned working during the pandemic in the US. Check it out. Friends, thanks so much for tuning in. This video is going to have so much important information. But first, Firdous, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Firdous Fatima. I'm currently pursuing my master's in information technology and management at UTD. I graduated from India in the year 2019, and then I decided to fly to the United States in the year 2019 itself.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for sharing with us your experience. Be sure to check out Firdous's other video about how she got an internship without any work experience, with changing her field of study. It's a great, really helpful video about how she got this internship, and now she's going to tell the story of her internship experience. And so first of all, what would you say, Firdous, is maybe the one biggest thing that maybe helped you land this internship during a pandemic?
One of the biggest things that I would say that helped me, and I cannot emphasize on this enough, is networking and kind of being on your foot 24/7 and kind of interacting with people, being involved, being proactive, and constantly trying to grow personally by taking up projects, learning from people. And that's one of the biggest things that I would say that helped me a lot in getting this internship.
Did you have a favorite way to network here in America?
I would say in person, but right now that's not possible. So I would say LinkedIn definitely. Networking is a process, of course. You cannot build relationship in one day. So you need to start way ahead. That's why you're given 1 year until you can get that internship. So you don't have to start asking for referrals. You don't have to start asking for favors from people from the day you land here, but you basically get in the process from your first semester itself by interacting and meeting new people.
Yeah, focus on those relationships. I like it. So tell us the company, your project, what's a little bit about that?
So I'm currently working for a health company which is named Symphony Health Sciences, and it is owned by PRA Health Sciences, which kind of works on clinical development. So Symphony Health works on data. It basically updates patients' data and kind of anonymizes it, and basically helps pharmaceutical companies for their drug development.
What was your onboarding process like starting this virtual internship this summer?
It was definitely different. It was the first, even for the company, it was the first time they were hiring virtual interns. They were also trying to figure out if it's a good idea to basically hire interns, but so many companies made it possible. So why not? It was new, it was different, all the meetings were obviously through Zoom, WebEx, and orientations were all online, but I think they did an amazing job by giving us as much experience and exposure as possible, even with the virtual setup.
So what was some of those first interactions like for you with the HR, with your team, with the other interns, not being there in person?
The first interaction that I had was with my technical recruiter, and we actually had an amazing conversation. We both laughed. We were discussing COVID itself. So I had such an amazing time interacting with him, and I think that was a very good, green signal for him. Just the conversation, just a pleasant and nice conversation. I feel kind of already made him a little bit sure and already gave him a positive reference towards me, positive feeling towards me in terms of hiring. So it was different. We had our video cams on, but it was definitely awesome, different, but awesome and new.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're able to connect and still feel very welcomed, being from a distance. So let's talk about now, what are the biggest pros and cons of a virtual internship? I know you've done some internships back in India before during your undergrad, so you have a little bit of experience, but in America, virtual experience, new for so many people, might be standard for a while now. highlight just some of those pros and cons of that experience so other people can just kind of grasp what this is like.
So, Rob, one of the pro that I would say, if your internship is paid and the office is located in California, but you will be working from home in Texas per se, you would earn Californian money that basically usually if you work in California, you're going to get paid more. So you're basically living in Texas and you're not completely moving to a new city and getting an apartment. You're not really spending that much. You don't have to pay state taxes in Texas, but you do have to pay those taxes in California. So basically whatever you are earning, you will end up saving that. So that's one big pro. Even if that company is anywhere else, you don't have to completely change your settlement, go to that city and start from scratch, find an apartment and spend a lot of money and end up not having anything by the end of it. So you're basically saving a lot in this way.
That's a big advantage.
And in terms of a disadvantage that I would say, I think that the companies are doing a great job by trying to give as much exposure to interns as possible. But I'm sure that the experience in person in terms of networking is definitely much better and much effective compared to virtual. I think I'm sure that students have had problems in terms of time zones too. So if my company actually follows Eastern time and I'm in Central time zone, so it's just 1 hour apart. So I didn't really have a lot of problems, but I do know one of my interns, he's 4 hours behind and he has to get up early.
Oh man.
Yeah. So even if the company is flexible enough to, say, you can work whenever you want to, we still have meetings during the operating hours as per the company's time zone. So I think there is a possibility that I'm pretty sure that students have missed a few meetings because their manager said, oh, you have to show up at 3 p.m. We have a meeting at 3 p.m. And they probably thought that it's 3 p.m. according to their time zone.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad. I think after some time they get used to it. So
yeah, maybe just be careful applying to virtual internships on the complete opposite side of the country. And 1 hour isn't as bad, but 2-3, you kind of feel that difference.
Definitely.
Interesting. Oh yeah, that's a good observation. But thankfully it wasn't too bad for you.
Yeah, definitely. It didn't really impact me in that zone.
Yeah. Sometimes for me for work, I've got calls with people from all over the world. Yesterday morning, I was on a call with people in the US, in Europe, in Thailand, and getting all those synced up. It's crazy. So it's tough, but you got to do what you got to do when it's virtual. So, well, cool. Well, our chai question for this video is, have you worked a virtual job or virtual internship? Let us know. Let us know the company or what you did, what your virtual experience was like. We'd love to hear what other people kind of thought of their virtual experience. So if you worked a virtual experience or internship recently, let us know in the comments. So Firdous, how long have you been working at your internship right now?
It's been 2 months now.
Okay, so you've got plenty of experience under your belt now. Let's wrap up with what are maybe some of the biggest lessons you've learned or anything you would do differently that would maybe help some other people out?
I think what I would say is don't get demotivated and kind of know that this is the new normal, and there's a good chance that companies could go completely online. So I think it's a good idea to kind of adapt to that, adjust to that. I feel that my company it already had online work from home options before. So there's a good chance that a lot of IT companies especially could go online, could go work from home. So that's definitely, you just got to get used to that.
Great. And what about the networking?
I would definitely say everywhere you go, from going to your university, interacting, from the day you land here, basically your seniors are going to tell you to network, your professors are going to tell you to network, your friends are going to tell you to network, and the moment you land a job or an internship, your recruiters are going to tell you to network. So I cannot.
The message doesn't change.
it doesn't change. And I know that I'm a lazy person too, but I think you need to get out of your comfort zone. A lot of top leaders, even if they are introverted people, they kind of come up with strategies to network. You don't have to be an extroverted person to network properly. You just need to come up with a strategy. You need to come up with a schedule. You need to come up with, basically learning other people's interests and learning what they like, and just basically knowing people.
I love it. Those are some great tips, great experience. So glad you were able to get an internship. And don't forget to check out Firdous' other video about how she got this amazing internship, even though she had a lot of disadvantages facing her. So thanks so much. It's been a pleasure, and really appreciate you sharing this story and experience with us, and so we could share it with other students.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rob.
Awesome. So if this video has been helpful, give a big like and thumbs up to say thanks to Firdous. And don't forget to subscribe to Chai and Coaching. We want to continue to help you guys in your cross-cultural journeys to be successful wherever you're going. And don't forget to connect with us online as well. We can continue to help answer your questions there. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time at Chai and Coaching. Cheers.